What's up? What's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem back with another one for you. Today we're going to be talking about the secret sauce to success. A lot of us may have a idea in our head, something we're trying to master, but we feel like we're lacking like the formula or the secret, the tips, the top 5 tips, whatever it may be. Only if I knew what it was that I'm doing and not doing, I know I'd be successful. This video, we're gonna bring some clarity to what that is, what you can be doing to ensure success in whatever lane or avenue you're trying to master. So what we have to realize is there's a thing called inertia. An object at rest will remain at rest. So knowing that, what does that info do for me? What does it do for you? Well, you have to realize that if you have no movement in the direction that you're trying to go, you will remain there. If a wheel is standing up with no motion at all and you push the wheel, it's going to continue to roll, right? You are the same. You can't decide to wake up tomorrow and be who you want to be without any action and the momentum behind it. I was thinking in a way, a hologram, So if you see a hologram on a TV show, wherever, even in real life these days, there are beams of light behind it projecting what you are currently seeing. There's momentum behind those lights. It's continuous energy and light beaming so that figure shows up and how you're seeing it. I can't decide to be fit and jacked, muscular tomorrow if I don't have the momentum of actually hitting the gym. I can't expect to have a certain amount of money in my bank account if I have no momentum to get there. In anything that you're trying to master, you have to have that momentum behind it to continue to, what's the word I'm trying to think of here? You have to have that momentum behind you to have that success, that it is a permanent showing up. There's always going to be something that is casting that signal, casting that light. There's energy behind a light switch. There's energy behind my car going, there has to be something supporting that image. So with that said, what do you have to do to ensure your success in whatever avenue you're trying to master? You have to have that momentum and escape velocity. You need to be moving at such a rapid speed that once you escape, then you could coast. You can't coast your way to success. You can if there's a lot of volume, if there's a lot of repetition, but you can't be so la-di-da with getting to where you're trying to escape from. If a rocket is trying to leave the Earth, it has to have escape velocity. It has to be moving at such a speed that then it breaks through the atmosphere to coast into space, into another realm. But it couldn't just be la-di-da and reach the atmosphere and just never, it would never break out. We have to do the same for ourselves. We have to realize that, without that momentum and velocity, we will remain where we are. You have to have this rage to master, this rage behind you of momentum, that then once you're in this cycle, you're in this momentum of just doing what you have to do, showing up every day, making that video, making those sales calls, playing that instrument, failing, learning. Then you come up on a law of averages, because you then have a volume, a collection of work that then you could finally have some success. You know, if you're knocking doors, if you're making phone calls, you're going to have an average, a closing average. If you're making a lot of songs, you're going to have an average. One of those are going to be a hit. But you can't just have a hit making one great song. You can't just be focused on, I need to have the best video ever made. I need to have the best song ever made. That you take a year to create one song. You have no evidence than that one song. You can't even sit and look at your own work and see what you need to improve. You would then waste time looking at your whole process than just getting into a momentum of creating and figuring out your average and then learning from there. You could only get better and have a better average by repetition. The momentum that you gain by focusing on repetition allows you to get better, that your velocity will get to a point where you have an escape velocity. It is inevitable that you're going to get better. You're going to get better at speaking. You're going to get better at YouTube. You're going to get better at playing guitar. You're going to get better at closing people by repetition, having that escape velocity, the momentum behind you, so that when you show up, when you call that prospect, when you hop on that guitar, you hop on that piano, you hop on that mic, you hop on YouTube, you have this momentum behind you that it is just another day. It is just another call. It is just another song. That when you show up, it looks effortless because that person is like, wait, how's this person shoot the basketball like Steph Curry? How does someone kill it like Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark, Steph Curry, people that are masters of their field have been putting up shots. They have a momentum behind them for so long that it is effortless. Stephen Curry, Caitlin Clark are pulling up from pretty much half-court logo and throwing up these shots that look impossible to someone who's never thrown up a shot. You have to have that momentum, that escape velocity. Steph Curry came from Davidson College. No one even knew of Davidson until Steph Curry came up. But he had to have that momentum, that escape velocity, that no matter where he started from, he was like, I'm not going to remain here. You know, I'm going to be one of the best. I'm going to shoot. I will attempt however many shots that is necessary to change my direction and escape where I am. And that's what the success, the secret sauce is. It's repetition. It's not fancy. It's not sexy. No one wants to hear that they just need to put in more work. No one wants to hear that if you just continue to show up, you're going to get better. If you're trying to lose weight, just continue to show up. Have that momentum at the gym. You can't be la-di-da with it and expect results and be like, you know what, but I've been going to the gym for the last 5 to 6 months, but I only go maybe 3 days this week, maybe 5 days the other. Imagine if you just showed up every day, did the same thing. You're only going to get better. You're going to get stronger. Your movements, your technique is going to be better because you have that momentum to support you. You have the escape velocity that when people now look at you, they're like, whoa, how did this person even get this ripped? How did this person get so just a monster in the gym? They didn't just show up that next day and be like, you know, I'm going to finally get a gym membership, and the next day they're jacked. No. That's why we respect those people, because we know what it takes. It takes an insane amount of repetition to gain and have a law of average that when you continue to show up, you're going to show up again and get better and better. That's what it is, guys. It's momentum. That's why I'm making these videos day 15 of 30. Why not? If I had taken a break, then spend the whole year trying to get better and space it out like a video every other week. I'll see where I get. I'll see what happens. Rather than this taking the la-di-da method, I'm taking the approach of I'm going to get better. I'm going to master this to the point when I continue to show up, people are going to be like, "Whoa, you speak so well. It's just fluent. You don't even have note cards. Like, how does this even happen?" It's because I am just continuing to show up every day, getting better and better. And you'd be amazed when you show up. It's like God in the universe realizes, he's like, "Hey, I see you working. I see you working over there. Okay, let me give you some ideas. How can you expect God in the universe to bless you with a life-changing idea if you're not even putting in the work in? If he can't witness that you actually care about getting to where you're trying to get to, you can't just be sitting at the house on the couch like, I had these ideas and I just wish I had the opportunity. And it's like, put yourself in a place to have that opportunity. People don't get lucky. They're just prepared when the opportunity shows up. So start that momentum. Start that momentum. Start that escape velocity to get out of the situation that you're in right now. And just know that it's all going to work out when you just continue to show up every day, because realize 95% of the people are not going to do that. 95% of the people are not going to show up every day on YouTube for 30 days. Even past that, you are separating yourself from the crowd when you do things that normal people don't do. It sounds like I'm just saying simple words, but that is where the truth comes from. It's simple. We complicate it, thinking that there must be a different way. There has to be some success secrets. I don't know. It's like, no, how about you just try just showing up every day, doing what you know you need to do, because you know what you need to do to get to where you're trying to go. So why try to find and spend your time not showing up, trying to find shortcuts, so when you do show up, you have some clarity? You could be reading, you could still be getting better behind the scenes, but just continue to show up and bring that to when you show back up. So I feel like I'm beating a dead horse now with this momentum thing, but I hope I was able to give you some clarity. I've gained some clarity from this and researching this little method that sounds wild. You could even call it the compound effect, but it's the law of averages, the law of momentum. You have to have an escape velocity at the end of the day. So if this helped you in any way, or you resonated with this, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. This is day 15 of 30 no cuts, no edits. I'm going to keep it going. We'll see how far I want to do it past the 30 days, but I'm realizing it's really not that hard to show up every day. Find some time. Right now, I'm in California. The reason I'm not actually, you didn't get this video earlier is because I was on a flight. I'm here for a wedding, but I had some time to escape to make this video in the car right now. So you could do the same. There's always time that you can find in the day to show up and do whatever it is you need to do on the daily. So as always, just know that a belief may be comforting, but only their true experiences have become liberating. Until next time, it's your boy Salem. I'm out.